Hey guys, welcome to my channel, back again. Remember I told you I was going to be making that super surprise with the onion skins. I keep mine in a little bag. As you're cooking, and most of us cook with onions, save your onion skins. Treasure that we throw in the trash all the time. I usually put mine in a jar. And I know, Pebla, this is for you. I know you told me to put wax paper down, but I forgot this time, so we'll put all of our onion skins in there, and we'll set that to the side. Let me get them all in the jar. The reason that we're doing this onion skin rinse is onions have the properties, especially in the skins. A lot of people do it just with the onions themselves, but the skins have I think I can pronounce it, quercetin. Anti-inflammatory, especially if you're having problems with alopecia and baldness, cuts down on dandruff, can kill psoriasis flakes, antifungal, anti-yeast. The hair follicles themselves, so everybody has mites in their hair. Whether they say they do or not, that's just the nature of it. We have bugs, germs, whatever all over us. That's just the way God made us. Mites, sometimes if you have an overabundance, can start eating at your hair follicles and make you start having bald spots or thinning spots. Also, traction and alopecia can do that if you're pulling the hair too tight or wearing it up in a puff too much. But one of the things that I like to make is an onion skin hair rinse. Has a little bit of an onion smell, but not really. It can be used on natural hair. It can also be used on relaxed hair. I don't know if everybody saw my video, homemade products for relaxed hair. The little model, Janae, so shy. She loved it. Her hair turned out beautiful. So let's get started. We're going to get us a jar full of onion skins. That's all that's in the jar, just onion skins. This was a Spanish onion or a brown onion, whatever you want to call it. We have distilled water because it doesn't have all the not minerals, I should say, all the chlorine and the additives that most of the water companies add in. They increase the amount actually in the winter because so many germs. Let me sit this down. Alrighty. We have 2 cups of boiling hot water. That's a little warm, so let me get a oven mitt here. There we go. That's a big, ugly, beat up one. This is 2 cups of boiling water, and we're just going to pour that in. See, that melts down just easily. And we're going to put the top on. Let me set that back to the side. Usually I let this steep overnight, and after it has steeped, it's going to turn a really nice brown color. Let me show you one that I already made. This one I made the other day that I used on my little model. The smell kind of smells a little bit like onions, but not much. But once you put it in the hair, it dissipates well. For my hair, the way that I do it, I put it in a spray bottle, my little spray bottle. And when I wash my hair, give it a little spritz. Do not, like I just did, get this in your eyes because it does burn a little bit. Add shine to the hair. Mainly though, I am putting on the scalp after I wash it and comb it through for whatever processes that I'm doing. That's killing any kind of fungus, any kind of yeast, any type of bacteria. That way the follicle is staying nice and thick, nice and strong. And that's one thing that you can do with it. But I do something a little bit different, not just for the rinse. This is for shine and softness. So we're going to set that to the side. We're going to pause for just 1 second. Okay, ladies, I'm back again. Like in the first part, we talked about just making the rinse for the hair to give it a little bit of softness and a whole lot of shine, and also cut down on the mites and all the little things that can get in your hair. We already have 2 cups of boiling water, and that's pretty hot. Make sure it's important that you put it in a heat-proof glass jar. I always like to use glass. It doesn't absorb odors, keeps it fresh and clean. This is something that you use for canning green beans or whatever it is that you can. But I have a lot of these. I buy these in bulk. We got the onion in there, and I'm going to keep the top on until the last minute. The thing that I like to do with it is to make a hair tonic. Tonics used to be a real popular thing probably when our grandparents were younger, that people rubbed or massaged in the scalp. This tonic is something that not only helps stimulate the scalp, helps with baldness, and helps with growth. So we already have the onion skin and the distilled water in there. We're going to put a tablespoon of Nettle. Now, if you have Nettle itself or Nettle powder is what I have. That's what I'm going to use. We're going to put a tablespoon of the Nettle powder in. See that nice, beautiful green color? Stimulates growth, nettle does. Also, a lot of chlorophyll, a lot of vitamins and minerals. Long-standing history, ancient history on using nettle in the hair. We're also going to use a tablespoon of honey. This onion skin tonic is going to steep for a week. So this is not like an overnight thing. Honey, you know that is my absolute favorite. Gotta taste a little bit. We're going to put a tablespoon of honey in there. This is going to brew for a week, and you're going to shake it about once every other day, mainly because you're trying to get everything all mixed in together. And during the week, just like with any other treatment you would put in your hair, you're going to massage a little bit into the scalp, especially the areas where you're having problems with either thinning or baldness, or if you're having alopecia itself. We're also going to put a tablespoon of oil. We're using sunflower oil this time. You can use any kind of oil. I have found that I've used vegetable oil, I've used olive oil, whichever oil works best for you. This is not precise, so I'm just using a large mixing spoon actually. A tablespoon of oil. And ladies, this is vodka. Any kind of clear liquor will work. I use vodka because it does not have a smell. It's very good for preserving things, and it's one of the common alcohol used in most type tinctures or a type of tonics. The reason that it's red is because I have it infused with rose petals. It's for one of the lotions that I make. And let's see how much we're going to put in there. Let me hold this up. We're going to do a half a cup. A half a cup of vodka. That smells good. Maybe we'll have a bite later. We're going to put the half a cup in there. I think we got everything in there now. Let me move this to the side. Put your top on really tight. Give it a good shake. You're going to sit this in a cool, dark place for a week. Then you're going to strain it out with your strainer into another clean jar. Let me get a jar. Any kind of jar will work. Into a jar or any kind of small glass container. I always like glass. As you know, keeps everything clean, doesn't absorb things. So even after you finish using your glass jars, don't throw them away. Put them in your dishwasher or whatever you use to sterilize things. Get new tops or lids and you're good to go. But we're going to let the onion skin hair tonic sit for about a week in a cool, dark place. We're going to strain it out, and if you're having problems, especially around the temple areas or wherever it is that you're having problems with your hair, this is something that could really help to start getting that new growth started. Also smooth problems out with baldness. My sister uses this. I have a friend that's used this, and do your research on it. Look up the properties of onion. Don't throw those onion skins in the garbage, ladies. Put them in a bag. Wait till you get a bag full. Make something that's useful. Let's recycle. Save this earth. If you like it, let me know. But thanks for watching. Bye-bye.